And I'd like to open up the evening with Mr. Beeston saying a few words to get us started.
Thank you, Albert, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being here today. He is Albert, you call him Buck. But that you can get slept if you've been to the cocktail party first. So we just call him Albert. But Albert, I just want to reiterate what he said. This is a terrific turnout. And it does show the loyalty you have for the ball club. Last year wasn't what we wanted to be. We sat here last year, I think, full of optimism, full of anticipation, excited about what the year 2013 was going to be. And I don't think there was anybody that actually wasn't looking forward to the start of spring training and then the start of the season. We got knocked down a bit, and I think that's the fair thing to say. I don't think that we can sit back and say that we performed the way that we wanted to, and we hit the mat, but there's one thing we can do is either stay down or we can get back up and fight for another day. And that's what we plan on doing. I mean, we don't plan on just staying on the mat. We're getting up and we're going to do what we wanted to do, which is win the World Series. This team was not built. This team was not built for 1 year. When Alex made the trades last year, he picked up players that will be here for a number of years. We had a few issues, and I think everybody knows them with injuries, but so did every other team, and then you can't use that as an excuse. I mean, you've just got to say, you know what, we didn't perform up to the way that we wanted to perform, but we have another year this year, and that year starts in another 2.5 weeks. You've got our commitment to win. Our commitment is to bring a championship to Toronto. Our commitment is not to be a contender. Our commitment is not to be competitive. We have the resources through our ownership. We have the people that are in place that can bring that championship here. It's now a matter of going to spring training in the 2.5 weeks and getting ready to open up in Tampa when we open up in the beginning of April. We couldn't do it without you. And I remember when I first did this, I think it was 6 years ago, I was trying to figure it out today, I think there were a couple hundred people there. And it's got bigger, it's got better. I think people have anticipated what we can do. And I, for one, want to sincerely thank you. Because without you and your support last year, it would have been possible. Notwithstanding how we played, there was 2.5 million people came to the ballpark, and there was some excitement here, even in the month of September. So our commitment, and I would say this as long as I am in the position that I'm in, is to bring you what you deserve. And that is sincere best efforts to win. And I will say this, I don't regret anything about what Alex and the organization did in the offseason last year. It didn't work out the way we wanted it to work out. But the fact of the matter is we tried. I'd rather have tried and failed than not to have tried at all. And that's what the goal was last year. And so now we build on it. We've still got players in the minor leagues. We've got players that are under contract this year. We've got players that are coming back with the resolve to prove that, they earn your respect. And it's out in the ball field that they're going to do it. So I, for one, Albert, am looking forward to this season starting. I was sorry when the off-season started because you wanted to play right then at that point in time. So Gibby gets down to spring training, Alex gets down to spring training. We'll never stop tinkering with what is possible to make the team better in any way, shape, or form. And we give you our commitment that you get the best effort because that's what you deserve, that's what you supported. We want to make sure that at the very end of the day, we can look in the mirror and say we did our best, and we'll see where it goes from there. So thank you for coming out tonight on a very, very cold night. Thank you for your support last year. But more importantly, I hope that we're able to deliver you something you deserve this year, which is playing into the month of September and October in games that mean something, and maybe we can actually take it right through to the end. So thanks again, and let's have a good night.